Hello Scorpio and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements looking at your recent past, current energy, and immediate future, answering the question, what do you need to know right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self? Friendly reminder that these are general readings and they are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone, so do please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation, if anything, and leave what does not. Last thing is that any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading or coaching session with me is in the description box below. All right, Scorpio, let's jump on in. Let's start. We're going to pull overall energy for your past, present, and future energies with oracle cards, and then we'll dive deeper into the story with tarot a little bit later on in the reading. So we're going to start with looking at your guys' recent past. What has Scorpio been dealing with? You have laughter, breakthrough. It's like the return of joy. That's what I heard here. And I feel like this is something that you've been waiting on. I feel like you guys have, and honestly, a good portion of the collective, especially the collective that I read for, has been kind of going through it throughout 2024 and kind of just as of recently. And there's empowerment with adventure. Oh, I love this. I feel like you guys are entering kind of a new era of your life. And I feel like this past energy was building to it for a really long time. And I feel like there's been kind of this emptiness, and not saying that you are empty or anything like that, but I do feel like there's been kind of this emptiness in your energy where it feels like there's been a lack of joy or a lack of love or a lack of abundance. And it's not saying that you haven't had any, but I feel like in terms of feeling like your cup is being filled and feeling, certain levels of fulfillment, I feel like there has been a lot of lack that you've kind of dealt with. And I think that the energy that you're kind of shifting into, and I know that we're talking about your past energy, but I feel like it just kind of overall, because the way that I really look at this is like what you've been dealing with and how it's kind of affecting your current energy, and then what to do with that moving forward to create the best possible outcome for yourself. So I feel like this is about what you've kind of been going through. And I feel like it's been a journey for sure. Like with this adventure card, I feel like you've really been on some sort of journey here. And it's a journey to empowerment. And I think that, a lot of times when we talk about healing and growth and just a spiritual journey in general, it's not always fun. A lot of times it can kind of really suck. And it's not that it's not worth it, and it's not that it doesn't ultimately take you to where you want to go, but a lot of times, like I said, it's not really all that fun. And I feel like this is kind of tapping into an energy about you almost like having fun again. Like tapping back into the energy of, like it says laughter, but I kind of mentioned joy. I think that a lot of things that you've been taking maybe your path or your growth or your healing very seriously, which is a good thing. That's not a bad thing. But it's almost like now allowing yourself really to just kind of live. So let's see where Scorpio is at right now. And that might not feel possible. You might be stuck in situations that's making it hard, or you feel very held back. But it just overall, and I kind of just feel this for the collective that I read for overall, like not just for Scorpio, that there is kind of this shift happening. And it's this shift to it's the payoff of the work. Like that's what I really am feeling right now. So if you've been doing the work and focusing on the growth and focusing on the healing, I feel like I'm feeling this shift of watching almost like the payoff of that come to fruition. So I feel like it's no different here in this energy for you, Scorpio. All right, current energy for Scorpio. So that's kind of the energy you've been in. So how does it affecting your current energy? You have assurance. It almost feels like your guides, like spirit wants to assure you about something, that you're on the right track. You have opened your heart with amplify positive emotions here. Assurance like that you're on the right track, that things are working out, that things are gonna, like that this is all gonna pay off, that your hard work is gonna pay off, that you're gonna get to where you're trying to go. I feel like right now you're really being asked to lean into positive emotions. And that doesn't need to mean that you are, always just optimistic and positive about everything, because toxic positivity doesn't ever help anybody. But, what we focus on, we do attract more of into our life. And as the way that we really kind of create shifts in our life is to really lean into the things that are going well. And I do feel like there are some things that are starting to improve for you, Scorpio. And you might not be exactly where you want to be. You might not be in the outcomes that you're ultimately asking for. But in terms of like progress, I feel like you guys have made a lot of it. It's whoever it is that I'm speaking to. And I feel like really leaning into that progress and trusting that it's taking you to the places you want to go, I feel like is really important to you right now. And with this assurance card, I do feel like it's almost Spirit's way of saying like you're on the right path, you're on the right track, you're going to get there, things are good, things are going to be fine, relax into that a little bit. I do kind of feel that energy too, like almost like a need to relax. Now, trust me, I know that that's not always easy. Like I personally am someone who really struggles with relaxing and kind of letting go. But I feel like your spirit is really trying to say like you're good, it feels like. And remember, this is just overall energy. So we will dive deeper into tarot to kind of figure out what's going on here. But I do feel like you're really needing to know like you're on the right path, like you're good. You can relax, you can breathe into this and kind of allow things to unfold here with the Open Your Heart card. What does Scorpio need to know moving forward? I like when the cards turn all the way around or hit the table. Feels a little bit more intentional. What does Scorpio need to know moving forward? Their immediate future energy here. Be gentle with yourself. Be in service. And then you have the big picture. Scorpio, you're finding your purpose. You're finding there's a higher calling here. And I feel like this higher calling is something that you've actually been led to. You've been being led to like this whole time. Which is why I feel like there's this need to know you're on the right path in regard to something. Because whatever this is talking about, it's like this is what is meant for you. Maybe it's a career path, a path as a healer, or a guide, or I don't know. But I feel like, because this big picture card to me represents kind of like the overall path, right? So the outcomes that you're looking for, and this is what you're needing to be assured about, the outcomes you're looking for are going to happen because the path that you're on is aligned with your highest, like with your purpose. Like this is a reading about you are in alignment. And I feel like there's a lot of doubt surrounding that. And I get that, I do. But I feel like that's why you have to be gentle with yourself. This isn't about being perfect. This isn't about having all of the answers. This isn't about not making mistakes. This is about using what you've learned to show up in the best way that you can and trusting that you are good enough to pursue some sort of path here. And I think that on the other side of this is you don't just want your path to be a means to an end, right? You want it to be a path that you enjoy walking. And I feel like that's why you need to be assured that you are on the right path here, is because this isn't just about an outcome anymore. This is about like what you are here to do, what you're here to experience, what you're here to share with the world. And I feel like it's interesting. And this is why I kind of feel this like return to joy or return to abundance, is it's almost like you've been being prepared for this. And now it's like you're ready. you're ready to pursue something or to succeed in something. And I love it. I love it for you guys. And it doesn't necessarily need to be like, it doesn't necessarily need to be something spiritual. I mean, it could literally be anything. So I don't know. It's like there's a higher calling that you've been being guided to. And something that maybe you've been working toward. And you're needing to know you're on the right path. This is meant for you. Overall theme of this reading for Scorpio. But assurance is big. It's like if you've been looking for a sign to like start something or even stick with something, it's like this is the sign. To start something, stick with something, pursue something. Going back to school maybe. Divine masculine. So that's all. It's all about. See, divine masculine is to me is all about what you pursue, what you go after, what you give to the world. Feminine energy is more the energy of receiving the payoff from that, you know, those actions, what you pursue. So yeah, I mean, I don't really know if there's anything else I need to, is there another card for overall energy? Safe travel. So, I mean, that could really be, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are like traveling. Maybe it is though. Maybe it's a call to moving somewhere, to taking a trip that's really important for your purpose. I don't know. But it's all about movement. It's all about what you are pursuing here. And I feel like that could mean so many things. Which is why, I mean, this is a general reading, so I'm trying not to get too specific on like what this could mean or what this could be talking about. But it's almost like this is the right path to get you to where you're trying to go. But it feels like maybe there's been a lot of second guessing it or questioning it. Okay, let's dive into tarot here. Let's look, Scorpio, at this past energy. So let's get a little bit more clarity on kind of like what you guys have been dealing with. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Opportunity that you weren't quite ready for. Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the Nine of Cups, but it aligns with your wish fulfillment. It aligns with your heart. You know what? This has been a theme in readings this week. What reading was it? It was Taurus, maybe? It was like you weren't ready then, but you're ready now. I feel like this has kind of been a theme. It's almost like this is a little bit different because the Taurus energy was more like you had failed at something and now you're like trying this thing again, but like with newfound knowledge or experience. So now there's like more success to be found. That's not necessarily what I'm seeing with this. This feels like preparation through experience, maybe through schooling. So it's something that like you've really craved, a path you've craved, an opportunity you've craved, but it's like you weren't quite ready for it, which is why I get kind of this preparation energy in this past energy. And I feel like this journey was tough. And I feel like it was a lot of, like, I don't know if sacrificing is the right word, or like, delayed gratification in a way, because it feels like there was, which to me is like you go through years and years of schooling, right, for some opportunity in like some career field. That's not exactly what I'm saying it is, but that's like the energy that I gather. It's like, and it kind of feels like you've been going through this earth school, and all along, whether or not you realized it through relationships and through experiences and situations, it's almost like you've been prepared. You've been being prepared for whatever this is talking about. Now, this Eight of Swords energy is a lot about feeling a little bit trapped. And I feel like there was this energy of feeling trapped in how things were. Maybe even feeling like things were never going to be different. But yet, at the same time, I feel like the reason things weren't where you needed them to be yet, or where you wanted them to be yet, was because there was growth to be had. And I have really learned that, you know, in order to attract something into our life, an opportunity, an outcome, whatever it is, we have to become the person that aligns with that opportunity. And that happens through growth. And I feel like that's what this past energy was all about: growth and healing and involvement. Spiritually, mentally, physically, I'm not sure. But it feels like all of it was really to prepare you for whatever this is. But maybe you didn't recognize that at the time. In fact, you might not even realize that whatever opportunity this is talking about existed. But like, you've been being prepared for it. Is there anything else about this past energy? King of Swords in reverse. So there's a lot of self-doubt, a lot of second-guessing yourself. And this had to be worked through. This had to be worked through. Because it's almost like, and I've really learned this too, you know, if we woke up tomorrow with everything, if you woke up tomorrow with everything you ever wanted, every opportunity that you've ever wanted appearing on your doorstep, but you weren't the kind of person that believed that you were worthy of it or deserving of it or capable of sustaining it, you would sabotage it away like that. That's why, like, I was thinking about this the other day. I made a video about this. I think like it was a while ago, almost a year ago maybe. But it was talking about how like the vast majority of people who win the lottery actually end up going broke like within the first few years. And some of them even end up in a worse financial position than they did when they received the jackpot or whatever. And I remember when I first kind of heard that stat, and I've dwelled on this for a long time, and I've realized it's really because when people gain the things that they have been wanting, but haven't worked through the lessons associated with that achievement, they lose it. Because you don't know, you're not the kind of person that aligns with sustaining that opportunity yet. So a lot of times we get frustrated because things aren't happening on our timeline, or they're not happening in the way that we expect, or we're not, receiving the things that we want, when in reality, it's because, and this is what divine timing is all about, because divine timing isn't about a specific like date and time. It's about becoming the person, and your actions, thoughts, beliefs aligning with whatever it is you're trying to create. Because if you, like, for instance, if you go into if you meet the love of your life, the person you're supposed to be with, but you hold these beliefs such as, I'm undeserving of love, I'm not good enough for love, I'm unlovable, I'm incapable of love, love always fails, I always get hurt, you will probably do things in that connection to sabotage that relationship. Not intentionally. So the universe will not bring you what is meant for you, especially when it comes to opportunities, until you are the type of person that can sustain it. And I feel like that's what this has all been about. It's like building you into the type of person that's capable of not just attracting whatever it is that you deserve and desire, but sustaining it. And that's why you need to know, it's like whatever this is, like, you're ready for it. This is what you've been prepared for. Current energy for Scorpio. Now, I will say, when people are wading through this energy, a lot of people do tend to give up because it's not happening in their timeline. So they think, oh, this must mean it's never going to happen at all. Which is why I feel like a lot of people then go, oh, manifestation isn't real, because it doesn't happen in the timeline they expected, or they're not willing to do the growth or the healing to create whatever it is they're needing to create. Growth and healing and manifestation, it all goes hand in hand. You can't not grow and not heal and manifest the things that you desire. Because again, it comes down to the type of person. You don't attract what you want, you attract who you are, what you believe about yourself. Current energy for Scorpio. feeling a little bit lost right now. There's a breakthrough. And I know we had this breakthrough in this past energy, but there's a breakthrough within your energy. I don't know if it's a breakthrough of clarity in terms of like, oh, this is the right path, or this is the right step, or this is what I'm supposed to do, or like what? And I feel like it's coming. I feel like this breakthrough is coming. And this breakthrough, it almost feels like it skyrockets you forward with this Chariot here. The Seven of Cups, I feel like, is kind of the energy that you're in, feeling a little bit lost, a little bit unsure, so many different directions you could go, and that's natural, that's normal. So don't focus. Right now is not a time to worry about having all of the answers. The more that you worry about having all of the answers or trying to see the whole staircase instead of just taking the first step, the more that you're going to overwhelm yourself with fear and doubt and insecurity. So right now is a time to get clear on just your like general direction and know that that's where you're supposed to go. And then there's like this breakthrough happens where it's like, it's almost like you're being, the universe like removes the blockages or the things that have been holding you back. So then it's like, okay, now you're free to pursue. And I feel like that's what kind of is happening in between your current and future energy. So right now you're still kind of caught in between these two energies. Still a little bit stuck, still a bit lost, still growing, still learning, still evolving. But it's like you're getting closer and closer. And I think that whenever this breakthrough happens, maybe it comes through divine download. Maybe it happens in a conversation with a friend. Maybe you see a billboard. I don't know. That's like, this is the way. But whatever it is, it's like all of a sudden it becomes clear to you. So this is the energy that I feel. It's like it becomes clear to you and you're like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm meant to do. This is the next step. This is what's right for me. And then from that point forward, you're being asked to just like all gas, no brakes. Like, go for it. So open your heart. Open your heart to this. Open your mind to this. Be reassured that this is the right path for you. And if you're not sure what this is yet, I feel like it will become clear if this is your reading. I feel like it will become clear. What does Scorpio need to know moving forward? I will say, like, a lot of times I get a little bit insecure about like whether or not I'm on the right path or doing the right things or aligning with my purpose. And one of the best things that I recommend doing is asking for a sign. Ask the universe for a sign. Universe, show me, one of the examples I often give is a blue butterfly. Show me a beautiful blue butterfly. Blue butterfly if I'm on the right path. Show me a giraffe if I'm on the right path. And try, be honest with yourself. You don't want to choose something that you like know you're going to see every day, but you also you don't want to choose something that's just like so ridiculously hard to find. Usually I recommend just like closing your eyes and the first thing you think of. Ask for a sign. Show me this if I'm on the right path. If this is the right path for me. And you will get a sign either way. But that a lot of times kind of just can give you this reassurance that you have a spiritual team supporting you too. What does Scorpio need to know moving forward? I just looked up and saw 2, 3, 4, 5. High Priestess. Oh, Scorpio, you are being asked to relentlessly follow your intuition outside of your comfort zone in order to manifest. And I feel like that's what this is. Whatever this path is, it's probably really out of your comfort zone. It's probably different than what you're used to. It's probably a little bit, a little scary, but it's probably equally as exciting. And you're being asked to follow it. Follow it and don't look back. I feel like you've been avoiding following it. And maybe that's something too, like you've been asking for signs and you've been asking for assurance and the universe has been like, yes, go for it, go for it. Yep, this is you. Yep, yep. And you haven't done it. Sometimes we got to stop asking for signs and start asking for the courage to make it happen, right? And I feel like that's what this future energy is about. Now, this future energy, remember, time isn't, it's construct. It's man-made construct. So this isn't saying this is going to happen in 2 weeks or this is going to happen in a month. This is going to happen when you decide to take action, when you decide to go for it, when you decide to put yourself out of your comfort zone. When your actions start aligning with the outcome. So maybe this is even for some of you that need to just like, just say it. I have a guide that is very, very blunt. And a lot of times when this guide presents messages to me, I have to like soften the message a little bit because sometimes it can come off as a little bit sharp. But what I just heard was quit making excuses and just do it. Like that's what I heard. I'm going to be honest. But it's not, it's coming from a place of love. Because we all have reasons, right? We hold ourselves back. We all have, my finances or this or that. And all of those reasons are valid, okay? But when you focus so much on all of the reasons that you shouldn't do it, can't get there, not enough, it's not going to happen, there will always be those. There will always be reasons not to pursue the things that you are here to pursue. Always. But there are just as many reasons to do so. So you get to choose which one you lean into, right? If we're worried about finances, open yourself up to guidance for how to find financial solutions. If it is, time, ask the universe for guidance on how to figure out your schedule enough to be able to set aside time for this. There are solutions out there, and I feel like that's what this is talking about. It's always going to be a risk, but it's a risk worth taking. I mean, saying this magician here is all about like the thing is, you're going to manifest this because you're going to create this because this is what you are meant for this. This is what you've been prepared for. This is what you're here to do, Scorpio. It's what you're here to experience. I don't know what this is talking about, but you probably do. All right, Scorpio, we're going to hop on over to the extended. The extended is going to focus on what you need to do right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self. This is what you need to know. Extended is what you need to do. One thing before I go, I am hosting a workshop on how to reclaim your power in order to manifest the life that you desire. This workshop is going to be held live on a Zoom call on January 3rd, 2025. It's a Friday, and it'll be at 6 p.m. Central Time. If you cannot make the live event, but you still wish to be a part of this workshop, you can still purchase a ticket, and everyone who purchases a ticket will receive a recording for this workshop the very next day. Any and all information on this is going to be in the description box below, right underneath the links for the extended reading. There's going to be it says something along the lines of like workshop info. If you click on that video, it's going to take you to the announcement of that workshop. In that description box is all of the information you need to know, including the link to purchase a ticket. So tickets are $20 US, but like I said, it gets you both access to the live event and also the recording. I'm very excited. This has been something that I've had in the works for a really long time, so I'm very, very excited to announce it. I wanted to do it at the very beginning of the year so you guys could take these things and really apply it into your life to, really make some big changes in 2025. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to shoot me an email or drop a comment, obviously. But I will say sometimes my comments get lost. I'm not always checking those. So if it's something a little bit more urgent, definitely email me. Email is in the description box below. But thank you so much, Scorpio, as always, for your support of my channel. I do obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you guys in a way that you were needing. Obviously, it was a fun one for me to do. I'm excited for you guys, and I wish you nothing but love and healing and all of the wonderful things that you deserve and desire on your journey moving forward. Bye, Scorpio.